Emily Shane was hit and killed walking along PCH in Malibu back in 2010. Her family and friends say Emily always made people feel special, like they belonged.
In the heartbreak of losing their daughter, Ellen and Michael Shane were inspired to start a program for students across LA who are falling behind. KCAL anchor Suzie Suh shows you how Emily still touches the lives, hearts, and minds of so many today.
When someone dies.
After Ellen and Michelle Shane lost their 13-year-old daughter,
There's nothing you can do. It's final.
they were determined to keep Emily's effervescent essence alive.
She really cared about people.
And as they searched for ways to pay tribute to Emily,
Dearest Emily, you are so beautiful inside and out.
they were inundated with messages from Emily's school friends
You always had a smile on your face and you always shared it with everyone who saw you.
remembering the girl who never missed an opportunity to help.
There's a lot about Emily we didn't know until after her death.
In cards and letters, dozens of stories of small but generous gestures.
You touched so many people's lives and you were a friend of everybody.
All speaking to Emily's huge heart.
Your daughter's been the only person that has caught me every time I have fallen.
Emily had a learning difference.
She didn't need or qualify for any kind of special education, yet she wasn't going to do well in the mainstream classroom.
And she never wanted anyone to feel left out. Ellen asked Emily's middle school if there were any programs for students falling behind.
There was really nothing. I knew what I had to do after that.
With the help of one of Emily's teachers, Jean Bream, Ellen started the Emily Shane Foundation's Successful Educational Achievement, or SEA program. Students around Emily's age in underserved communities who are struggling in school.
I was getting F's and D's.
I had an F in science.
Are paired up with mentors for in-person or online after-school sessions to discuss everything from language arts to life.
We may not talk every day, but you know, when I see her, it's nice. We talk to each other like we're friends. We ask each other how we're doing, how we're feeling.
Everyone just kind of needs a cheerleader in their life, you know, to support them and tell them that they can do it.
And Kier's mom says she's noticed a difference not only in her daughter's grades,
in her personality, in her ability to just interact with others in a positive way.
Taylor is also a tutor mentor.
I think I just relate to it so much because I was one of those students. I was struggling academically because I was struggling in my home life, my personal life. And a lot of times they don't have access to the support systems that they need. They don't have people telling them it's okay, like you got it, like you're more than your grades.
Elizabeth Bonilla is grateful the SEA program can help her daughter Jocelyn when she can't.
Having the one-on-one tutor with her, it helps her a lot.
I was working my way up and I ended up getting a B, which I was very proud, very happy.
We have all read about and seen the aftermath of the pandemic. There was a need for this before the pandemic. It's only exacerbated.
The program is free, but before each session, students are asked to perform a good deed or an act of kindness.
We're hoping that they will grow up to think about that, to think, what can I do that would be nice for someone today?
The SEA program started with just one mentor and 3 students. Over the past 11 years, it's grown to 12 sites and more than 1,000 students have participated. In every success story,
If she didn't start this program, I wouldn't be here now and I wouldn't be doing better.
every smile,
My grades have improved.
there's Emily.
To be a part of something that's just so selfless, I think that, you know, it's amazing.
And Ellen hopes that selfless seed her daughter planted
Your spirit and kindness will live on in our memories.
will continue to grow.
We know you are smiling down at us.
I believe she is guiding me in this work and cheering me on, and is so happy that it exists. What a beautiful way to keep her memory alive by helping other kids. I knew it's what she would have wanted.
Suzie Suh, KCAL News.
Such a great legacy. We have more on this story tonight. The SEE program operates in 10 different cities across LA and is free to all participants. A fundraiser to keep the program running is scheduled for next month. For more information about the SEE program, just go to our website, kcalnews.com, and click Seen on TV at the top of the page.